times on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A run, it's Murray. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Flush to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set, 18, Gator. 50 the mic. Good. Ready?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stick. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
2x3. 2x3. Chop.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. These two teams all tied after 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And some room to run now. The 40, the 30. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stick on the crossing route, complete. That's Yates. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray, running right. Murray has the first down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. On 2nd and 7. Stick. That's out to Chubb, complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. 30 base. Hey, Alpha.
Stick from the gun. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Stick back to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Forced out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
57 Mike.
Now a handoff working right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Jackson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Go, go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd down and goal. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. I got you. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Spence trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun throw for Stick. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now they try the right side here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me now.
Now a give right side. It's Murray. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Right back to him on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Jackson dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go with Murray again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Stick looking to throw. Campbell making the catch. A A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 27, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Now Jackson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Jackson's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still...
And Jackson throwing once more. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. This is complete to Hawkins. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. They'll run on 1st down. Murray. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, it's Stick. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Spence. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Look at me. Go. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Murray. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So Cleveland able to come